Garage owner fired Sarah. This isn't work for women. Real men work here. Sarah quietly packed her things. The boss didn't know that Sarah had a WhatsApp message from Max Verstappen. Come join Red Bull for the new season. We're waiting for you, Sarah. The smell of oil and engine sounds filled Mitchell's auto repair garage. Sarah Martinez, 32 years old, with a slender build but strong hands, was working under the hood of a BMW X5. Her hair was in a bun, and her overalls pockets were full of tools. You've made another wrong diagnosis, Sarah. Dave Mitchell, the garage owner, shouted. He was a 50-something, pot-bellied man who constantly smoked. The customer is complaining that his car still doesn't work. Sarah pulled her head out from under the engine. Dave, that car has a turbocharger problem. I replaced the sensors, but it needs an ECU software update. I already told you that. Excuses. You can't handle this job. Next to Dave, Jimmy, Mike, and Brad, the other three mechanics, were grinning. All in their 20s, they never took Sarah seriously. Jimmy chimed in. Dave's right. Sarah can only handle simple tasks. Engine work is man's work. I've been working at this garage for 8 months, Sarah replied calmly. I've solved problems you couldn't solve. Remember that Mercedes AMG transmission problem? Lucky guess, Mike laughed. Women get a few things right by chance. Dave stood up. He was holding Sarah's toolbox. Enough! This isn't work for women. Customers are complaining about you. You can't work here with real men. Dave, be objective. Look at my performance. Performance? Dave laughed. What can you do besides getting coffee? Real men work here. Go home, stay there, cook. Brad and Jimmy burst into laughter. Dave's right, Sarah. Maybe a hair salon would suit you better. Sarah's face reddened, but she didn't raise her voice. I earned what I worked for. This is unfair. Unfair? Ha! Dave pulled money from his wallet. Here's your last paycheck. Get out of here. Don't come tomorrow. Sarah quietly began packing her things. Her phone vibrated. It was a WhatsApp message. The name on the screen would shock everyone. Max Verstappen. Message. Sarah, how's the season going? Christian wants to talk to you. Would you consider returning to Red Bull? The team misses you. Sarah smiled. She put the phone in her pocket. Dave, Jimmy, Mike, and Brad were still laughing and talking. See you around, Sarah said as she left through the door. Don't come back, Dave shouted after her. Sarah got into her BMW. There was a small Red Bull sticker on the dashboard, a Monaco Grand Prix 2019 souvenir. As she started the engine, her phone rang at the same time. Caller, Christian Horner, Red Bull Racing. Sarah answered the phone. Hello, Christian. Sarah, how are you? Max and I talked about you. What are you still doing in the U.S.? Christian Horner's British accent came through the phone. I wanted to take a break. Experience normal life. Sarah laughed. But I just got fired. Fired? Who has the nerve to fire you? You're Sarah Martinez, the woman who did the engine calibration for the Red Bull RB19. While driving, Sarah remembered the past. MIT mechanical engineering graduate, joined Ferrari at 24, worked at McLaren for 3 years. Most recently was Max Verstappen's head engine engineer at Red Bull Racing. Remember that car we won the championship with in 2021? Christian continued. Thanks to your DRS system and energy recovery, Max was able to overtake Lewis. You're one of the most talented engine engineers in Formula One. Christian, I want to come back, but I wanted to rest a bit. The team wants you back, Sarah. We're preparing for the 2024 season. Max specifically wants you. He loves working with you. He constantly says, Sarah's engine settings are perfect. Sarah arrived home. On her wall hung Monaco GP 2019 and Austin GP 2021 photos. She and Max Verstappen were smiling on the podium. Christian, I'll call you tomorrow, okay? Okay, but don't make us wait too long. The season is approaching. She hung up. She opened Instagram. She had 89,000 followers, mostly from the F1 world. Her last post was 6 months ago, taking a break from the grid number, F1 number, Red Bull. In the comments, Lewis Hamilton wrote, "Missing you in the paddock. Come back soon." Lando Norris, Sarah the legend. Her phone rang again. This time, it was Max Verstappen. "Sarah, did you talk to Christian?" "Yes, Max. How are you?" "Good, but I miss you. Working with you was different. Your engine settings were magnificent. The 2021 championship came thanks to you." "Don't exaggerate, Max." "I'm not exaggerating. In Monaco, even though we started from pole position, you changed the engine map. In those last 10 laps, our car's power increased by 8%. I won't forget that." Sarah smiled. Max was right. In that race, Sarah's last-minute engine calibration had made the difference. "Max, I was working at a normal garage now. They fired me today." "They fired you? Who dares to fire you? Do they know who you are?" "No, they don't know. They just think I'm a normal mechanic." Max laughed. "This is funny. You're one of Formula One's best engine engineers. MIT graduate, helped win 3 championships for different teams." "Well, I'm thinking of getting a little revenge." "Ha, Sarah's revenge. This will be fun. Should I send support?" "Not yet, Max. I'll make my plan first." After the call ended, Sarah opened her laptop. She looked at her LinkedIn profile. Senior Engine Calibration Engineer, Red Bull Racing Formula One Team. She had 1,847 connections, all from F1, automotive, and engineering worlds. She began making her revenge plan. The next morning, Sarah sat at the Starbucks across from Mitchell's Auto Repair. She was watching the garage. Dave, Jimmy, Mike, and Brad were smoking and laughing as usual. Her phone rang. Caller, Dr. Andreas Seidel, McLaren. "Andreas, how are you?" "Sarah, I heard from Christian yesterday. You're planning to return to Red Bull. We want you back too. Lando constantly asks about you." "We had good days at McLaren, Andreas. Remember Lando's first podium in 2020? It happened thanks to your turbo lag solution, Monza P3. Sarah's phone was being bombarded with messages. Mattia Binotto from Ferrari. "Hello, Sarah. We miss you at Maranello." Toto Wolff from Mercedes. "Sarah, call me. We have an offer." Mike Crack from Aston Martin. "Interested in joining us?" "Andreas, I'll call you later. I have a small project now." Sarah walked across to the garage. When Dave saw her, he frowned. "What do you want? I fired you yesterday." "Dave, there's a problem with my car. Where can I take it?" Dave proudly puffed out his chest. "Of course here. This is the best garage. But now you come as a customer." Sarah turned on the fake engine sound in her BMW. There's a strange noise. Jimmy, Mike, and Brad gathered around Sarah's car. It was a BMW M5 competition. A 617 horsepower V8 twin-turbo engine. "Ha!" Jimmy laughed. "You drive this car? This is a man's car." "From the engine sound, seems like a turbo problem," Mike analyzed. "Maybe intercooler." Sarah smiled inwardly. These kids didn't even know the T in turbo system. "How much would it cost?" Sarah asked. "This job is difficult," Dave shook his head. "At least $2,000. BMW parts are expensive." At that moment, a McLaren 720S stopped in front of the garage. Lando Norris got out. When he saw Sarah, he smiled. "Sarah, what are you doing here?" Jimmy, Mike, and Brad froze. Isn't that Lando Norris?" Lando hugged Sarah. "I missed you. Everyone on the team asks about you. Our new engine engineers are studying your old notes." Dave's mouth hung open. "Do you know each other?" "Know her?" Lando laughed. "Sarah was my favorite engineer. My first podium in 2020 was thanks to her." Then came the second surprise. Red Bull Racing's official car, matte black Audi RS6, PSS, parked in front of the garage. Christian Horner and Max Verstappen got out. "Sarah!" Max shouted. "I finally found you!" Dave, Jimmy, Mike, and Brad looked in shock. Max Verstappen, world champion, was hugging Sarah. What parallel universe is this? Brad mumbled. Christian Horner stepped forward. Sarah, let's finish our conversation. Red Bull is waiting for you. The contract for the 2024 season is ready. Dave approached trembling. Excuse me, but who are you? Max looked surprised. I'm Max Verstappen, F1 World Champion. This is Christian Horner, Red Bull Racing Team Principal. Do you know Sarah? Sarah? Yes, she used to work here. Used to work? Christian was surprised. Sarah Martinez, one of the world's best engine engineers, MIT graduate, helped win 3 F1 championships. Jimmy's knees were shaking. Mike's face had gone white. Dave's world was collapsing. Wait a minute, Christian Horner frowned. Sarah, don't these people know you? Sarah laughed with an innocent expression. Christian, this is the garage where I took a break. They fired me yesterday. They fired you? Max's voice rose. Nobody can fire Sarah Martinez. She's a Formula One legend. Dave's hand was trembling. Sir, Sarah was just a mechanic here. Lando Norris took out his phone. Look at Sarah's LinkedIn profile. He showed the screen to Dave. Senior Engine Calibration Engineer, Red Bull Racing F1 Team. Jimmy's eyes widened. Impossible. Max pretended to make a phone call. Yes, Red Bull Media Team? I found Sarah. Yes, that woman engine engineer. We'll share on social media tomorrow. Prepare a Sarah Martinez is back. Post. Wait, Dave shouted in panic. Sarah, we misunderstood. You really are. Christian spoke in an official tone. Mr. Mitchell. Dave Mitchell. Mr. Mitchell, do you know who Sarah Martinez is? The woman who did the engine calibration for the Red Bull RB16B in 2021? The engineer who helped Max win the championship? MIT mechanical engineering graduate. Worked at Ferrari, McLaren, and Red Bull. Mike started stuttering. But we didn't know. She was just... Just what? Lando interrupted. Thanks to Sarah's engine settings, I got on the podium in Monaco. She was one of McLaren's most valuable engineers. Sarah spoke calmly. Dave, do you remember what you said to me yesterday? Dave's face was covered in sweat. Sarah, I'm sorry. I didn't know. You said, this isn't work for women. You said real men work here. Jimmy fell to his knees. Sarah, please. We really didn't know. Max laughed. Sarah, this is fun. These guys fired you. They fired one of Formula One's best engine engineers. Then came the big surprise. Ferrari's red SF90 Stradale parked in front of the garage. Charles Leclerc got out. Sarah, Max messaged me. Are you here? Dave felt like he was going to faint. Charles Leclerc, too. Charles hugged Sarah. Working with you at Ferrari was amazing. Remember that race in Monza 2019 when I won P1? Thanks to your engine map. Brad was leaning against the wall. He couldn't breathe. Christian was on a phone call. Yes, Dr. Marco, I found Sarah. Prepare the contract. $2.5 million annual salary, plus bonuses. McLaren and Ferrari want her too. We need to be fast. Dave approached with a trembling voice. Sarah, please, I made a huge mistake. Can you come back? I'll increase your salary 10 times. Sarah laughed. Dave, Red Bull is offering me $2.5 million annually. How much can you offer? Dave couldn't make a sound. Max opened Twitter on his phone. Sarah Martinez is back. Best engine engineer in F1. Number, Sarah the Legend. The tweet got 1,000 likes in 30 seconds. Jimmy started crying. We really acted like idiots. Yes, Sarah smiled. You really did. An hour later, the front of the garage looked like an F1 circuit. Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes, and Red Bull's official cars were parked. Journalists, F1 fans, and photographers had gathered. Sky Sports' F1 reporter was broadcasting live. This is extraordinary. Sarah Martinez, F1's legendary engine engineer, working at a small garage and getting fired. Dave, Jimmy, Mike, and Brad were huddled in a corner of the garage. Social media had destroyed them. Number Sarah the Legend was trending on Twitter. News headlines read, "Sexist garage owners fire F1 legend." Dave's Garage Google reviews had dropped to 1.2 stars. Dave Mitchell, you fired Sarah Martinez? Idiot. How can you fire an F1 engineer? Sarah equals legend. You equals 0. Christian Horner was making an official announcement. Sarah Martinez is returning to Red Bull Racing. She will be Max Verstappen's head engine engineer for the 2024 season. Max took the microphones. Winning championships without Sarah was difficult. Now that she's back, we'll be stronger in 2024. Charles from Ferrari, Sarah was part of the Ferrari family. We wish her continued success. Lando from McLaren, I experienced the best moments of my career thanks to Sarah. Red Bull is lucky. Dave approached Sarah with trembling steps. Sarah, please, forgive me. I really. Sarah raised her hand. Dave, stop. Do you know what you taught me? What did I teach? Never judge anyone by their appearance. I worked here for 8 months. I was a good worker, but you fired me because I'm a woman. Jimmy was crying. Sarah, we're really sorry. Jimmy, you said I got things right by chance. Were my MIT diploma, 12 years of F1 experience, and 3 championships by chance? Number you. Sky Sports reporter approached Sarah. Sarah, what do you have to say about what you experienced? Sarah smiled. This was a good lesson. We shouldn't judge people with prejudices. Maybe my friends at this garage will treat female employees with more respect from now on. Your feelings about returning to Red Bull? Amazing. I missed working with Max. 2024 will be a magnificent season. Max looked at the camera. Sarah, will you carry me to the championship like in 2021? Of course, Max. Let's go home. We have work to do. Red Bull cars started moving. As Sarah got into her BMW, Dave approached one last time. Sarah, this garage will go bankrupt. Our customers are running away. Can you help us? Sarah rolled down the window. Dave, learn to be a good boss. Value your employees. Treat everyone equally, regardless of gender. I'll learn. Promise. Sarah smiled. Maybe you will learn, Dave. Maybe. She drove away with the engine sound. A month later, this sign was hung on Mitchell's auto repair window. We welcome all mechanics. Men, women, everyone. Management. Dave was now a different person. When he hired his first female mechanic, Maria Rodriguez, he protected and supported her. Sarah was celebrating Max Verstappen's pole position at Monaco Grand Prix 2024. The F1 world wanted her back because Sarah Martinez was a legend. The end.